Hey YouTube. Okay, so I just tried to make this video before with Deacon, but he got sleepy, so I had to go put him down. So the beginning might be a little rumbled because I hate doing the same video twice because I always forget what I already said and didn't say. Blech. And I also came back to this old camera because I was sick of looking like a ghost, freaky, glow-in-the-dark person. Okay, so this video is a response to Judy's video on working stay-at-home moms. I'm a working mom. I'm supposed to be a stay-at-home mom. So I want to just preface this video with, with that. So I'm in utter and complete denial about being a working mom because I had to make myself okay with it because it's what we had to do. We've been planning, Deacon's been about 7 years in the planning. So we planned on me staying at home. However, we did not plan on the economy taking a big poop. Sucks. So I'm sorry if I've ever offended anybody by saying you're lucky to be a stay-at-home mom because you're lucky that your plans stayed in place and the economy didn't affect you because it affected us. And unfortunately, because of that, I had to go back to work when I was 7 weeks postpartum. He started daycare when he was 8 weeks. So I just kind of want to let you guys know, I know this is a really hot and cold topic, and I'd love to be a stay-at-home mom, and that's what I'm hoping for and I'm praying for. In fact, my husband I just got off the phone with him. He's putting in his notice at his current job because he just got offered another job. So hopefully that means that, by the time we have our next baby, I'll be able to stay home. But for the time being a working mom is my option, and it's not an option. It's what we have to do. As you guys could tell, even just by our house, you saw in our home tour, our house is too much for us. Too much house for us, for two people. We bought it with the intentions of having our family in it. I grew up in the Navy, so I moved from house to house to house to house. I never had a childhood home, never had childhood friends, anything like that, because we were always moving. So, we really wanted that stability for our family. We've had this house now for, 3.5 years, 4 years, I think, is when we first actually bought it. I don't really know. But as you can tell, it was part of our plan to hopefully 3 kids in this home. So there could possibly be a way in hell that I could stay home. However, our lives would be miserable. Insurance for my husband's work, well, his maybe old work, he's kind of going in to talk to his boss right now. I just got off the phone with him. But is $800 a month for me and Deacon. Luckily it's free for him. However, $800 a month is a lot of money for insurance for 2 people. Whereas at my work, it's $100 for me and Deacon a month. Kind of got to weigh that out. Insurance is the kicker. Derek also has this thing, and I don't know where this comes from with him because he wasn't like a deprived child or anything, but he doesn't ever want to have to say no to Deacon, ever. And not that we're gonna not that we're gonna give him everything he wants, but Derek doesn't want the reason why we don't buy him that toy to be because we can't afford that toy. So again, I don't know where that comes from. That's not me, but that's him. And I respect that, I actually appreciate it. He wants our family to be, I guess well off. So I have to appreciate that, he wants that for our family. Okay, so when I went back to work at 7 weeks, I bawled and bawled and bawled. In fact, I bawled my whole maternity leave. I was a freaking mess. Just the idea of going back to work that day terrified me like no other. And when I went back to work, I cried and cried and cried. My first meeting back to work, every day I left him, I want to cry just thinking about it. But every day I left him, every morning, I would just be hysterical. I didn't have to take him to daycare for the first couple weeks. In fact, I still don't, except for Thursdays. But he only goes 2.5 days a week, so my husband takes him the other 2 days. But I was a freaking mess. I was in my first meeting, and my boss looks over and she's like, "Jenny, you're back! What's up? Hi!" Super excited, and I just had to literally bite my tongue and not cry. I could hear the girl next to her say, "Oh my god, she looks like she's about to cry." Really? I just had to leave my 7-week-old son. Of course I'm a freaking mess. I work outside of the office with local businesses, and I would be sitting in their parking lot hysterical, talking to my mom, just talking to my husband, anybody, just trying to help me get through the day. I would be a mess, and I'd be like trying to like dry my eyes off so I could be like presentable and professional to the customers. I was such a mess. The customers being the business owners. I'm not going into random businesses working there, but I was a freaking mess. It was so hard, so hard. Fortunately, his daycare has a nursing room, and I'd go and see him on my lunch break, and I'd go and nurse him. In fact, I still do. I've never missed a day. But I'd go in, I would grab him from the ladies, I'd grab him, I would just hold him so tight, and I'd be sitting in the rocking chair just rocking him, just bawling in this nursing room. It was so hard. It was the hardest thing ever. Like, labor and delivery, okay, compared to how hard that was. I know, two totally different things, but it was really hard. Speaking of which, really quick, somebody told me a stat that only one, okay, so my friend's friend had to get an epidural. She was induced with Pitocin the same way I was, and her OBGYN said that she shouldn't feel bad because only 1 in 10,000 women can have like a pain, like an epidural-free labor and delivery when they're induced with Pitocin, like the way that her and I both were. So if I was really that 1 in 10,000 person, like, couldn't I have won the lottery? Like, why did it have to be that? I don't know. That was just a side point. So anyways, it was really hard. But luckily, I love his daycare. The women there are fantastic. And I've convinced myself that him going to daycare and me going to work is a good thing. He goes now, right now, only 2.5 days a week. With my husband's new job, it might be changing. I don't know. But, I still go and see him on my lunch breaks and play with him for an hour or feed him or whatever. Whatever, you know, floats our boat at the time. Holy crap, how is it already 7 minutes? This can't be 2 parts. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll go quick. This isn't helping. Alright, so I was in denial that, like, I'm in denial that working is a good thing. It's nice because other people can hold him. He doesn't have like the stranger anxiety, stuff like that, because he's around other people and other kids all day long. So he's going to be very well socialized, you know, very adaptable. His immune system is going to be better. So when he goes back to school, you know, I'm a bright side of things kind of person. I don't know if you guys know that, you know, have noticed that about me, but there's nothing you can do about it. So why dwell on the situation? Find the bright sides of things and, you know, run with them, which I have. So his immune system is going to be stronger. He can go places and not get sick. When he starts school, he's not going to be the sick kid all the time because he's been around kids for so long. That, of course, has its ups and downs. However, it'll be a bigger up. When he starts school, it's not going to be like anything, you know, big's going on. They're offering him a curriculum that I would love to say I could offer him, but I know that I couldn't. They actually have a structured curriculum. I wouldn't have that at home. Again, the socialization, I think, is key. Gosh, it's already 8 minutes. The downsides of it, though, are at night, like, okay, at night, I get home, I have to get home, give him a bath, nurse him, get him to sleep, do baby dishes, you know, get stuff ready for the next day at work, for the next day, pump, and then, like, go to bed. And by this time, it's, like, 10 o'clock at night. I mean, I know that doesn't sound like that much, but it's a lot. I get to watch about 3 hours of TV a week. So, anybody who follows me on Facebook knows, like, my shows, but that's all I watch, so, that's kind of exciting for me, but, and that's why I also did that easy recipes video, because I would love to have dinner dinner somewhere in there, for my family, but it's so hard, and this is probably gonna have to be 2 parts, because I've got a lot more to say, and I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna stop this part, and do another part. Sorry. Okay. Hopefully other moms out there can relate to this and they appreciate this video. I hope. Okay, so I'll be right back.